Talk about an open-door policy. The Obama administration acting without Congress again, quietly making it easier for people who have limited terror ties to be granted asylum in the United States. Jessica Vaughn is a former State Department official and the Director of Policy Studies at the Center for Immigration Studies, and she joins us right now from Boston to talk about this. Good morning to you, Jessica.
Good morning.
Okay, so how do we know if this person has limited terrorist ties? We're just going to ask that person and say, it's limited, right? And we're going to trust them.
Right. Right, because essentially what this new executive order that the administration released the other day is going to do is expedite these applications of people who claim that their support for terrorism was only limited or was coerced or somehow unknown or innocent. And it shifts the burden of proof away from the applicant onto the government, and these claims really can never be verified, so we're going to be taking their word for it in many cases. And I have to emphasize, it's not just political asylum cases. The executive order applies to all applicants for any kind of visa or green card who have been identified as possibly supporting terrorism. So it really cracks that door open a lot wider for people to make these claims.
Yeah, Jessica, how do we know it? Okay, so we got to trust them. So we're going to trust them when they say, you know, I just had limited terror connections. I was simply bin Laden's au pair. I wasn't actually in on anything. This is the same rule.
Oh, that's a terrorist group?
Yeah, exactly. And although they might argue that wasn't core Al-Qaeda, but isn't this the same rule, essentially, how the Sarnia family, which impacted you up in Boston with the bombing at the Marathon, isn't that how they got into this country?
That family claimed to need political asylum. And under our system already, which is so lenient, those claims were never checked out. Internal government reports have found that the political asylum program experiences about a 70% fraud rate already, even before this executive order was issued the other day. So obviously this is a program we need to be more careful with and do more screening, not less, and particularly not done through executive action without consultation with Congress.
Sure, and you just touched on my next question. Does the administration have the authority to do this on their own?
I don't think that they do, because the section of the law that they're citing that gives them the authority says that they can do this for a single applicant and on a case-by-case basis. This is really an abuse of executive authority to say, well, we're going to create this whole group of people that we're going to assume had innocent ties to terrorism and give them a lesser review process and make it easier for them to get through. That is something that Congress should object to.
I'm with you on that 100%. Jessica Vaughn, former State Department official, joined us today from Newton, Massachusetts, outside of Boston. Jessica, thank you very much.
Thank you.
What do you think about this new rule the administration is pulling? Good idea or bad idea? Email us, friends@foxnews.com, or you can Facebook us or Twitter us.